right. Good morning. Welcome. All right, let's go ahead and get going. We will start on our backs. Okay, so we'll kind of take a breath or two to get started, kind of come to this place, this moment. So it's time on your mat. Okay, let's bring bottoms of the feet together. Knees can come out a little bit wider. Just closing down those eyes. Taking that big breath in through the nose and out through the nose. A couple more times. Big breath in and out. Let's bring those knees together. Hug them into the chest. Let's round that spine. Bring the forehead to the knees. Let's warm up that core. So we're going to extend those legs out. Reach those arms up overhead. And that low back is down. Shoulders, head, arms are lifted off the ground. If you need to, maybe lower the arms down, the head down, or you can switch it. Good lift. Wow. Just lift the head, the shoulders, and keep those legs. So up to you. Let's hold it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hug those knees in. Give it a little rock from side to side. And then we'll round that spine. Bring the forehead to the knees. And we'll extend those legs out. Reach those arms up overhead. Let's give it a little flutter kick here. Let's just go for 10, 9, 8. Keep breathing. Low back flat. So 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now plant those feet down, knees bent. Let's bridge those hips up. So scooping that tailbone up towards the ceiling. Core stays nice and tight. Those arms can be right by your sides. Another breath. And slowly roll it on down. Let's lift those knees up. So knees are stacked over the hips. Shins are parallel to the ground. Okay, interlacing those fingers behind the head. Lift those shoulders up first, so don't yank that head forward. If you're lifting, your gaze is going to go straight up. Lifting the shoulders up next. It's a little bit more neutral, and then we'll extend that. Left leg out as we twist. Right elbow, or the left elbow comes to that right knee. Bring it back to center, and then we'll switch sides. So right elbow comes to the left knee. Center, and twist over to the right. Center, to the left. Here we go. Let's go 10. We'll go not real slow, but a little bit slower. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hug those knees in. Let's go into that hip bridge. So lower those feet down. Press and lift the hips up. Let's roll it on down. Hugging that right knee into the chest. Left leg extends out long. Twist that knee across the body as that right arm reaches out. And bring it back to center, switching sides. Left knee hugs in, right leg reaches out, and twist it across. And bring it back to center. And hug both knees in. Take a breath. Let's roll it forward and back. So try and get a little bit more momentum here. We're going to plant those feet. And we're going to come into maybe a squat first. Woo. Made it. And then maybe go into, not maybe, we will meet in that forward fold. But if you need to use your hands or some other way to get up, feel free to do so. I know that's a little bit aggressive this early in the morning. So again, inhale, sliding those hands to the shins. Flatten out that back, slight bend in the knees. And exhale, slide those hands down as we fold. Just let that head hang nice and heavy. And we'll bend into those knees. Nice flat back thighs. all the way up to standing. Reach up nice and tall. Interlace those fingers. Let's flip those palms up a little bit more through the shoulders here. So we'll stay here with the palms facing up, pulling those hands back, those arms back a little bit more, keeping that core nice and tight. So taking that arch out of the low back, and then we'll find that side bend over to the right. Inhale, bring it back up. Exhale it over to the left. Inhale, we'll reach it back up. Pull those elbows down as we interlace those fingers behind the back. Open up through that chest. Let's reach those arms back up. Exhale, flat back as we fold. Half lift on that inhale. And exhale, plant those hands. Step it on back to a plank. A little twist to it here. So feet about hip distance apart. Drop the heels to the right. Inhale, center, to the left. Center, right, center, left, center. Last time, full side plank. Heels to the right, left arm reaches up. Front plank, over to the left, right arm reaches up. Lower that hand down, shift it forward as we lower down. Inhale, lift that chest. So maybe cobra on this first one if you're ready for it. Press up to that up dog. And exhale, sending those hips up and back. Downward facing dog. And inhale on the toes. Bend those knees, stepping those feet, top of the mat. Half lift on that inhale. Exhale, fold. Bend to knees, flatten out that back. Rise up to standing, reaching those arms up, interlace those fingers, pull those palms back a little bit more. And then side bend to the right. Inhale, bring it back up. Exhale it to the left. Inhale, reach it up. Pull those elbows down. Let's interlace those fingers, opening through that chest. And we can reach those arms up. Fold it forward. Half lift on that inhale. Then exhale, plant those hands, step those feet back to our plank. Heels to the right. Center, to the left. Center, right, center, left, center. Heels to the right. Left arm reaches up. Pause it here in that side plank. Lower the hands down. Come over to the other side. Lower the hands down. Shift it forward. Lower. Inhale. Lift it up. Cobra or up dog. And then exhale. Sending those hips up to the sky. Downward facing dog. Now we're going to come high onto the toes. Rounding that spine. Roll it forward to our front plank. Drop those heels to the right. Left arm reaches up. Thread that arm under. Inhale, send it up. Exhale, thread the arm through. Inhale, reach it up. Last time. Reach. Bring it back up to the other side. Heels drop to the left. Right arm reaches up. Thread that arm through. Inhale it up. Exhale, thread it through. Inhale, reach it up. Last time. Thread it through. Inhale it back up. And then we'll lower that hand down. Pressing the shoulder blades away. Rounding that spine. Bring it back to that downward facing dog. Feet come together. Inhale, that right leg lifts. Exhale, curl that knee to the nose. Inhale, reach it up high. Exhale, curl the knee in. Inhale, send it back up. Exhale, curl that knee and pause it here. Hold, hold, hold. Squeeze that knee up towards that chest. And step that foot through. Back heel grounds down. Inhale, reach those arms up. Right heel pulls back. Left foot is pulling forward. Bend into that front knee. Press into that back heel. Warrior one. Draw those elbows down. Interlace the fingers behind the back. Open that chest. And exhale, fold. And then release those hands. Rise it on up. Now exhale. We're going to hover the chest, spinning that back heel up. So you can even slide it back a little bit more. We're going to come into kind of the airplane lunge. Reaching those fingers back. Core is tight. Strong through that back leg. One more breath. And inhale, reach those arms up. Keep that back heel lifted. Hands will come to heart center as we twist. Left elbow hooks across. Press into that. Gaze over that elbow. And we'll unwind. Lower those hands down. Straighten that front leg. Come high onto that back toe. Feeling that stretch through that front hamstring. Now rebend into that front knee. Plant those hands. Send it back to our plank. Vinyasa. And exhaling, hips to the sky, down dog. Bring those feet together. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, curl that knee to the nose. Inhale, send it back up. Exhale, curl it in. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, curl it in. Hug that knee in high, hold it there. And then step that foot through. Back heel grounds down. Inhale those arms up into our warrior one. Left hip back, right hip pulls forward, shoulders soften down, core stays tight. We'll pull those elbows down. Interlace those fingers behind the back. Open up that chest. And exhale, fold it forward. Now release those hands. As we rise up, we're going to spin that back heel up, sliding that leg back a little bit more into that crescent lunge. Cover the chest, reaching those arms back. Core is tight, breathe here. Strong through this back leg. Okay, one more breath. And then reach those arms up. Hands come to heart center as we twist. Right elbow hooks across that left thigh. And then unwind, lower those hands down. Straighten that front leg as we lift that back heel up nice and high. Keep those hips square so we can pull that right hip forward just slightly. And we can rebend into that front knee. Plant those hands, step it back to our plank. Vinyasa. And exhaling those hips to the sky. Downward facing dog. Inhale on the toes. Bend those knees. We're going to step those feet out a little bit wider. So right behind or kind of in line with those hands. That's what I'm trying to say. Turn those toes out. Sink those hips down. Chest is lifting into that squat. So those hips are a little bit tighter. If you start out a little bit higher, keep that back nice and flat. Wrapping those hips down a little bit lower. So you press those knees out. Let those hips open up a little more. One more breath. And lower those hands down. Straighten those legs as we pull. Bring those feet parallel to each other. Flatten out that back on the inhale. Exhale, plant those hands. Let's step those feet back to our plank. Moving through a vinyasa. And exhaling those hips to the sky, down dog. Now from our down dog, we're gonna round that spine, roll it forward to our plank. Feet are about hip distance apart. Drop those heels to the right, left arm reaches up. Again, thread that arm through. Inhale, bring it back up. Exhale, thread it through. Inhale, reach it up. Last time, thread that arm through. Inhale, bring it back up. Front plank, side plank. Left arm reaches up. Thread it under. Inhale it up. Thread it through. Inhale it up. Last time, thread it through. Inhale, reach it up. Lower that hand down. Front plank. Reverse it. Rounding that spine. Hips high. And then press the heels down. Down dog. Feet can come a little bit closer together. Inhale. Right leg lifts. Exhale, curl that knee to the nose. Inhale, send that leg up. Exhale, curl it in. Inhale, reach it up. And exhale, curl it in. Step that foot through. Back heel grounds. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, the elbows down. Interlace that spine. Take that big breath in. Fill those lungs. Stretch out those shoulders. And exhale, fold. Release. Rise back up. That back heel will reach the spin up. Slide that leg back a little bit more. Then we'll hover that chest. Airplane wings with those arms. Release. We'll come back up out of it. Arms will reach up. Hands come to heart center. Twisting. Left elbow comes across that right knee. Bring it back to center. Lower those hands down. Straighten that front leg up. Folding over the straight leg. And then rebend into that front knee. Send that leg back. And vinyasa. Exhale, hips to the sky. Down dog. Feet together. Inhale, that left leg lifts. Exhale, curl that knee to the nose. Inhale it up. Exhale, curl it in. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, curl that knee. Stepping that foot through. Back heel lowers down. Inhale those arms up. Pull the elbows down. Interlace those fingers. Open up that chest. Exhale, fold. And release those hands. Rise back up, spin that back heel up, maybe slide the leg back a little more. Then exhale, hover that chest, hold it here. Inhale, we'll rise back up. Bring the hands to heart center as we twist it across. Then bring those hands down towards the ground. Straighten that front leg. And then we'll rebend into that knee, plant the hands. Step it back to our plank. Vinyasa. And exhaling those hips to the sky, down dog. Now inhale on the toes. Bend those knees, step or hop those feet behind the hands. Toes out, heels, and sink those hips down into that squat. Hands come to heart center. Knees are driving out wide. Gripping those toes into the mat. Back stays nice and flat. Here you go. An inch higher than your lowest. So if you can be all the way down here, maybe lift up a little bit higher. So it's just a little bit more activation through those legs. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Straighten those legs. Turn those feet parallel to each other. Find that flat back. And exhale. Fold. Just let that head hang nice and heavy. And then let's plant those hands. Go ahead and step it on back to our plank. Let's move through one last vinyasa. Exhaling those hips to the sky, downward facing dog. We're going to step that right foot outside that right hand. That knee lowers down into those push-ups first. So walk those hands back so they're underneath the shoulders. Just bend into the elbows with that nice flat back. So you don't have to go all the way down to that full push-up. Just bending those elbows as far as that right leg is allowing. Press it back up. Again, push up. Last one. Lower down, hold. And then maybe you can lower onto those forearms. Just keeping that back nice and flat. That knee can open up a little bit more. You can turn those toes out a few degrees. And come onto those hands. Straighten that front leg as we fold, half splits. And we'll rebend into that knee. Step it back to a down dog. Let's go to the other side. Left foot steps outside that left hand. Back knee lowers down. And push-ups. So walk the hands back so they're right underneath the shoulders. Bend into those elbows. Press it back up. And lower down. Press it back up. Last time, lower down. Maybe hold here with the bent elbows, or you can lower onto those forearms if it's accessible. Toes can turn out a few degrees. Knees can open up. Knee can open up. Onto the hands. You're going to straighten that front leg. Pull the toes back. And then we'll bend into that knee. Plant the hands. Send it back to our down dog. Let's come to a seat. Cross-legged position or in seated position is fine. Reaching those arms up overhead. Let's bend it over to that right side to start. So reach that left arm up and over, gazing up underneath that arm. Feeling that stretch all along this left side body. And inhale, bring it back up. Let's go to the other side. Right arm reaches up, side bend. Inhale, reach it back up as we twist. Sit tall on that inhale. Exhale, twisting over to that right side. Inhale, bring it back to center. Reach those arms up. Twist it over to that other side. And bring it back to center. Let's close down those eyes. Take a few breaths here. Relaxing your shoulders down, sitting nice and tall. Big breath in through the nose and out through the nose. Just a couple more times on your own. All right, we're leaving those eyes open. Thank you all so much for joining me. Have a great day. There is a boot camp class this afternoon at 4:30 if you can make that. And then recharge with me tomorrow at 9. All right, have a great day and a great rest of your week.